Hello guys and welcome back to the channel. So oh boy, what an interesting turn of events for Elon Musk, Twitter, and the court case that is going to happen. So as a Tesla shareholder, I wanted to have a closer look at this. Who is this whistleblower? What is he saying? What effect is it going to have on the court case that is less than 2 months away now? So let's dive into it. And as always, if you like this video, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. And if you want to go further and support the channel, please check out the first link in the description box below, where you can support the channel for $5 a month and you get direct access to me and all the valuations that we use on this channel. So here we go. First of all, I want to start with the most shocking thing. So the most shocking thing to me is Twitter's response to the whistleblower. And they are saying, we are reviewing the redacted claims that have been published, but what we have seen so far is false narrative and that is riddled with inconsistencies and inaccuracies and are presented without important context. So they're not even denying it. They're just saying you don't have the whole context. So that's like saying Joe Blow took drugs. He took drugs. Yeah, but you don't know the whole story. He was like very unhappy with his life and it was good for him to do it. That's kind of their own defense. So, yeah, that is pretty weird. That is pretty weird. So I want to go through with what exactly happened and how this applies to Tesla and this court case. So here we go. A Twitter whistleblower is alleging extreme egregious deficiencies by Twitter related to privacy, security, and content moderation, according to the complaints filed with the SEC and Department of Justice. The complaints obtained by CNBC were filed by a nonprofit law firm, Whistleblower Aid, which is representing Twitter's former head of security, Peter Zatko, or Mudge. That's his, because he was an ex-hacker, that's his hacker name. Whistleblower Aid, which also represented Facebook whistleblower Francis Haugen, verified the authenticity of the documents with CNBC. In a complaint with SEC, Zatko alleges that he witnessed a senior executive engaging in deceitful and or misleading communications affecting board members, users, and shareholders. That's some big allegations right there. On multiple occasions in 2021, during which CEO Parag Agrawal asked Zatko to provide false and misleading documents. This is stuff that one can potentially go to prison for, so that's a pretty explosive claim. In his final report for Twitter after he was terminated, according to the whistleblower documents, Zatko charged that the company failed to accurately represent 4 key issues to the board: out-of-date software that lacked basic security measures, gross problems in who could access or control systems and data, problematic internal processes, and a volume and frequency of security incidents impacting a large number of users, data that is frankly stunning. So he alleged that more than half of Twitter's 500,000 servers were running out-of-date software, and more than a quarter of employee computers have disabled software updates that can provide important security patches. So that's pretty bad. And again, what kind of context could you be missing here? I mean, it's just an effing fact. Like, you're running out-of-date software and your employees are not updating it because, and they're not updating their programs so that you can get security upgrades. It's like, woohoo! He said Twitter's alleged practice of granting broad access to the platform's production environment was unheard of in a company the age and importance of Twitter, where nearly all employees have access to systems or data they should not. So that basically means that any employee, what it means, at least to me, is that any employee can take data, change users, mess with the program. Any employee can rogue and just, delete mass accounts. I mean, maybe not, but this is how I understand it. Let me know in the comments what you think this means. If government regulators were to find Twitter misled consumers about its security protocols, that may be considered a violation of a 2021 agreement. At the time, Twitter was barred for 20 years from misleading consumers about how it protects security and private information. The agreement also requires Twitter to create and maintain a comprehensive information security program to be evaluated by an independent auditor for 10 years. I mean, I don't know, because this was an agreement in 2011 and the guy was in 2021, so maybe the agreement was not even valid anymore. Anyways, that's a technicality. Maybe this is the context that you're missing. Like, we're doing all these bad things, but the agreement with the SEC has expired, so we get to do these things now. Spokesperson for the Senate Select Committee on Intelligence said in a statement that the panel has also received the complaint and is in the process of setting up a meeting to discuss allegations in further detail. We take this matter seriously. So that's quite nice that this happens just less than 2 months before you take Elon Musk to court. The whistleblower complaint mentions misrepresentations by Twitter to Elon Musk, who is locked in a legal battle seeking to back out of the deal to purchase the social media company over the Tesla CEO's doubts on the accuracy of Twitter's claims in legal findings that less than 5% of accounts are bots or automated spam accounts. So he basically confirms that Musk is correct in having all these doubts. A lawyer representing Zatko said that the former Twitter employee has had no contact with Musk, who in July said he was withdrawing his $44 billion bid to acquire the company. So look at this. We have already issued a subpoena for Mr. Zatko, and we found his exit and that of other key employees curious in the light of what we have been finding. Musk attorney Alex Spiro of Quinn Emanuel told CNBC. So his lawyers are on the effing ball, guys. Already subpoenaed the guy. Musk and Twitter will meet in October. Yes, we know. Zatko alleges that a tweet by CEO Agarwal on May 16, in which the company said is strongly incentivized to detect and remove as much spam as we possibly can every single day, was a lie. And he said that Twitter executives are not incentivized to detect bots, and senior management had no appetite to properly measure the prevalence of bot accounts, because if accurate measurements ever became public, it would harm the image and valuation of the company. Wow, this is like some hot stuff. So court case with Musk is going to be some, we need to sit back, take popcorn and watch it unfold, guys. Zatko further alleged that the company didn't have proper security protocols in place. According to the Washington Post, about 7,000 Twitter employees had wide access to the company's internal software, and that access was not closely monitored. Again, so 7,000 employees, if they get pissed with you, can delete your Twitter account, or they can delete the president's Twitter account. This is how I understand it. It's crazy that that's how uncontrolled it is in Twitter. Yeah, and here's the most shocking of all, their response, where they basically said, you are lacking context. So, I mean, maybe the context is that, yeah, we get to do all these illegal things. Or, you know, the SEC agreement expired January 1st, and this happened after that. So, this is quite weird. I definitely think that this has majorly increased Musk's chance of winning in the court case. And remember, this is a major overhang over Tesla stock. And there's a lot of overhang over a Tesla stock because it's quite an undervalued stock. And we as investors need to take advantage of this time while the stock is being undervalued. So I don't know what you're going to do. I'm going to sit back and get some popcorn and really enjoy this trial. So thank you so much for watching as always, and I will see you in the next video. Ciao, ciao.